Hello everyone, this is Gamer, and welcome back to The Letter, a horror visual novel. Horror! Let's continue where we left off, shall we? We're back here, and I'm already feeling super uneasy about everything. I don't like this noise. Yet, despite all this, it does nothing to hide. Wait, let me load back? Hold on. Oh, it takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the property does look wonderful from the outside. Yet, despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. While Ainsland Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow, it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
Jeez. Yeah, I have to. The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Yeah, me too. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say no more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Belated, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I'm sorry, sir. I expected him to leave as soon as I paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
No, if you're rich and you have a house and you just let it rot and you have money, then there's something up. Like, come on.
You never know.
He drives off after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. Yeah! You never know. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the... Oh, fuck. As I approach the house. Oh, shit. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. You could totally back out now. It's not like I have a choice. Yes, you do. If I want to get that bonus and commission one way or another, I got to sell this property. Oh my god. Why, Isabella? The door is ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand... What? Rose must have left it open when she arrived. Are you sure about that? That's weird. It is. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. Okay, that's red flags already. Oh, God. Entering, what greets me inside leaves me gaping. They cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's going to eat you alive. Don't say that. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
Oh, hell no. If there's an echo in here, that's not good. I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
Rose is dead. My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Yeah, she could be dead. Quickly, I reach my phone and dial her number. But
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
oh fuck no, let's get out. That's already a red flag to me. I would have been left this place. What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I'll dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
Can I have some friends here, please? But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out.
I'm expecting a jump scare right now. Come on.
Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Taking a couple steps forward, I notice something move above the grand staircase.
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you?
I didn't see shit.
Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out.
I am backing away from my laptop screen because I'm already freaked out right now.
Not coming out, huh?
Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I try to contact her number again. Come on, give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, finally.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also a heavy static coming from her side. I just really hope it doesn't get cut off again before I can get an answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
I'm at stake.
What? The attic? Why?
That does not sound like her. Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she just has to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get me back for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Yeah, you should have went to gardening. You should have been a biologist. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and west wing. Hold up. Oh, God. Do I really want to do QTEs? Let's suck at QTEs. There are two attics here, one on each side. But the east one has been converted to the storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going into stuffy storage rooms. Excuse me. Excuse me. I burped. So I head towards the west wing first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. Inside is another set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made up of old stones and covered with a thick coating of dust that kicks up into the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. With how old the place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why didn't bother to add one here when they renovated it? Escapes me. they did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. Mm-mm. It looks exactly as it did the last time I've been here, full of dust worn out and faded by time. Skip QTEs. Because I am not in the mood for that. Odd. I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Ugh, cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. This is a trap, I knew it. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No. It could have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. And I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Or maybe that phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Ugh, shut up, brain. You are not helping. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? Jeez! Jesus Christ! What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disturbing this mansion was a bad idea right from the very start. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I always strive to be a model employee, but not this time. No. I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. Briar Realty can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around this haunted house. Before leaving, I took one last look at the gloomy old room. Just to check.
Huh? What's this?
My worries about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room. But there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like...
A letter?
Aw, shit. I don't trust this. I'm saving. Lying on the ground just a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I lean down and pick it up. Strange. Ooh, this is a beautiful scene with the lighting too. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days back, me and a few other agents inspected the mansion to be prepared for today. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left it in this room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper's so thin and rough, I'm worried it'll fall apart if I so much as touch it. But with great care, I opened it, and what I read shakes me to my core.
What? Oh my god.
Help me, 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 help me. Nothing but the words help me fill the page. All of it seemingly written with a crimson shaded pen. Or blood. I gulped. The same phrase just goes on and on until... Send this to 5 people or else.
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on the second page. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Pulling the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot. Oh, Jesus! A pair of blood-soaked feet enter my field of vision, covered in gaping wounds with skin eaten away to reveal flesh, bone, and all manner of things one isn't meant to see. It's too much. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Dude, I got freaking chills in my legs. I felt the chills in my legs. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. Lord, please help me. I'm gonna do what any normal person would do. Be a coward and piss themselves to death and then just die right here. Close eyes and pray. I shut my eyes tight, muttering fervent prayers beneath my breath.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Prayers taught me as a child by my mama and my papa slip out endlessly throughout my teeth. Because God, oh God, if you have to listen to any of my prayers, please listen to this one. And if God doesn't listen, at least I won't see that thing that kills me. A cold comfort. I wait. And I wait for some more. But when nothing happens, I dare to take a peek. Ooh. Only to find that the ghost, the thing, whatever it is, gone. Relief washes over me as I shakily get up to my feet and back away towards the door. Wrenching it open, I slip out without a second thought and make a run for it, down the stairs and onto the hallway. I take a look back to make sure it isn't behind me. Any other person might have stopped, dismissed it as a trick of the light and an overactive imagination. But I am not taking any chances. I am not giving that thing another chance to catch me off guard. I don't think I'll ever feel safe until I get out of here. Whatever that is, every warning bell in my mind is telling me that it's going to jump out at any moment and get me while I'm still in this place.
I told them! I freaking told them! Oh man, oh man, oh man!
Racing down the stairs, I breathlessly laugh. What the hell? Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me and my shoe slips and I find myself falling until my back hits the ground and pain racks my body. Ooh! Damn it! There it is again. My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
No. Go away.
The last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness. Jesus. Wait, so that's the intro? Oh no, this is the intro.
Write off your loss, send letters goodbye. I won't forget you, though your life fades away as I wither in this world filled with regret. Hold my hand and leave. Please don't leave me be. In these bloody halls where we shed all our tears, the darkness reigns, our memories alone remain. I reach out beyond the curtain black. I'm in too deep, so this letter I write. I want to be free, together by your side. I'll spend eternity in this lonely place we call home.
Title card. A buzz breaks the silence. I start to rouse, pulled into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just want to sleep, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be the comfiest of places, but that doesn't make me any more eager to wake up. Huh?
5 more minutes, Becca.
I sweat away at what is nudging persistently at my side. Come on. Can't I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A hand lightly taps my cheek and something cold is suddenly being pressed on my back of my head. Something cold is suddenly being pressed at the back of my head. The icy sensation slowly spreads throughout the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling.
Isabella? Isabella? Stop. Can you hear me? Isabella?
Whoa. I'm back up. The fog immediately lifts from my mind the moment I recognize the voice and my eyes snap open. There, looking down at me, is Rose. What? Where the hell were you? Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's someone else with her. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying at least. I can't help but feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness washed over me as soon as I tried to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds, until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. With a little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed, if the light ache in the area indicates anything.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
We're in this haunted mansion.
The Ermengarde mansion. Why? Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
What? You don't know the date, Rose?
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
Yeah. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
15, 14, 13, 12-teen? No, that's wrong.
12-teen? Girl, what?
Why are we doing this?
She's just checking if your injury is in any way serious.
This time, I curiously regard the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her, what with the way she towers over us. So she's tall, and here I thought Rose is already tall. Exactly. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews? But with how primely dressed she is, I don't think anyone would want to clean in a suit, an expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression, before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like our supervisor during the evaluation.
Just do it, please.
I eye them both warily, but recite everything as she has asked. Rose releases a breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance.
You should have. I fell down the freaking stairs. I could have snapped my own neck and be dead. Sorry about that. I had to drink some water.
Are you alright?
I hope so. Exasperation soon replaces the dull ache. The memory's a little fuzzy, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews.
Hell no. This person's feed was fucked up.
The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
Mm-mm.
No, not any of those. I'm not actually sure.
Girl, it is not hard to describe what you just saw. This person or spirit or creature or ghost's feet, legs were fucked up. They were not normal.
Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Both Rose and the lady look at me like I just grown another head. Did I just say something weird? Kinda. Because they look like they look surprised. Rose quickly casts an apologetic smile at the woman before the awkward silence stretches on further. You know what you should have done, Isabella? You should have brought a recorder with you and recorded the whole thing. God. See, what year is this? 2019? Yeah, you could have recorded that. That's something I would have did. If I wasn't panicking like crazy. It's her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still her trainee. I should show this to troublesome clients, or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. It's also the same one she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. Excuse me, I had a burp. Her eyes are serious when she turns back to me. She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezes it, and with as much patience she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you.
What?
You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call.
Okay, so that happened to me too. But I answered you, but okay, let's keep going.
Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really all right? What happened?
See, this is why recording things is the best evidence. But then again, ghosts are able to manipulate electronic stuff, so that wouldn't work either way. I guess you are in a pickle in this situation.
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry.
Well, I guess you could say that since you fell down the stairs. If you didn't fall down the stairs, you would have been able to tell everything. But then again, if you didn't fall down the stairs, you probably would have been caught by the ghost, and we would have saw a horrible image of her. Or it.
I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
And that is the #1 rule of being stubborn, is saying, no, I'm fine, let's keep on going. I should know. I'm stubborn as hell too sometimes. Wait. Hold your horses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in my head. See, I would do the same thing too. I'm stubborn as hell. An extremely minor bump. I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing. Hello?
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Yeah, you can easily get lost, unless the mansion somehow leaves a map everywhere. Like Resident Evil maps. I mean, like Resident Evil mansions, where they leave maps all over the place. Well, there's also the part where I may lose that bonus BRC promise, but that's completely beside the point. Man, fuck the bonus. After we just witnessed, screw the bonus. Let's just sell this house and get it over with and get the hell out of here. Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return the cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase railings to steady myself, but otherwise I feel fine.
See? I'm A-okay.
The two of them exchange a worried glance, and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation. If she says no...
All right, you in.
That's right. I'm stubborn as hell, but I still want to sell this house. A smile threatens to slip out for me.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Okay, fair enough.
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
Okay, so when I get sick, just get me out of here. Would being possessed by a ghost count?
It's just a small bump. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Suddenly, a cough sounds against the walls. A cough sounds against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banter. The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us, her stare making me shrink back a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. Well, she is. Kinda. It's gotta be this outfit. But not in the scary, negative way. Far from it. Actually, her demeanor simply commands an air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her. At our lack of response, she coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me and questioned. Words get caught in my throat at the sight of it, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch my blunders.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
The hell? Miss McCulloch? Miss McCulloch? McCulloch? Can I just say McCulloch? Oh my god. What the hell is that? Are you Arabic? She hands Rose her business card. The words interior designer catches my eyes before my partner flips it over. Interior designer, huh? Oh yeah, just like Willa Ford before her music career ended. Which was a very long time ago. I mean like early 2000s. Oh, probably someone interested in the mansion for its 17th century influences, then. I won't hold it against her, though. Despite the hearsays and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furniture have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. I suppose some people find that trip to the past feeling appealing. Yeah, like a blast from the past. After all, with what it offers, this place could also be a haven for people looking to live somewhere with a classic historical charm. Yeah.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough.
I like that name better. I like Miss McCullough better. I don't know what that voice actress was doing at that moment. It looked like she got phlegm in her throat or spit or something, because she was like, Miss McCullough. I like Miss McCullough better.
In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please.
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Rose's confusion is impossible to miss when she glances at me, and I return it with an equally perplexed look. I apologize for that. Equally. And against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that comes to mind.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
I should have kept my mouth shut. You have no idea how relatable that sentence is in my life. I should have kept my mouth shut. Not that I'm saying I'm a snitch, but there's some times where I just let things loose. A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah Wright? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home.
Hannah Wright? Oh my god, that name kind of sounds familiar. Why is that name Hannah Wright? Why does that remind me of a girl that I used to know in high school? Anyway.
This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
Correct.
It is, but...
But? She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. Oh, shoot, a choice? See, this is how I'm gonna save now. Every time a choice pops up like this, I'm saving. Suddenly, Rose nudges me with her elbow. What do I say? We'll check with our supervisor, or I don't know. Me normally would say I don't know. But I think saying we'll check with our supervisor sounds more professional. Ooh, relationship status updated. Journal. Before going to Isabella's shop. Uh-huh. 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 Profiles. Okay. Maria Isabella. Birthday May 28th. Gemini. 26 years old. Oh! She's a year older than me. I'm 25. Wow. She's 5'2". Estate agent. Her job, nationality, Filipino. She's Filipino? Hey! I'm part Filipino too. Alright. Religion, Roman Catholic. That's my grandma's religion. My grandma's super Roman Catholic, and my grandma is also Filipino too. How funny. Education, Fine Arts, undergraduate. That is the same exact degree that I did in my community college, and hopefully early next year I can go to university with that Fine Arts degree and work my way to a bachelor's degree with the program, the degree, at the career that I want to go for. Major, sorry. Which will be computer science. Like cinema roles, dogs, food, police, procedural dramas, telesurveys. What the heck is that? Telesurvey? Comedies and wait a minute. Hold up. I need to go on Google real quick. What the heck is it's telesurvey. What is that? Telesurvey, Filipino television. Oh, it's Filipino drama. Oh, okay. I don't know how to say that. My Tagalog is extremely rusty. I need to learn that language a little better. Maybe when I get Rosetta Stone, or I can ask my grandma to teach me that language. She is third child among 7. Daughter of a laundry woman and a jeepney driver. Public school. Okay. And no profiles on anyone except myself. Alrighty. And let's look at the relationship. Marianne. Oh, it went up. Oh, good. But where's wait, 3, 6, 7. How come Rose's name is not on here? That's weird. Maybe she's not part of the curse then, I guess. Those few moments have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness and or confusion clouding it.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
I almost flinch when she turns her gaze on me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't heard a thing or two in the 5 years I worked in the business. Wow, you've been working there since 21, huh?
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
My co-agent and me. Is that the correct form? Because I used to say that too back then, but I don't know if it's my co-agent and me or my co-agent and I. Let's not go about grammar. Let's keep going. She nods, seemingly in deep thought after I finish. She appears to be a reasonable person anyway. Given the proper explanation, she surely understood.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary.
Look at this chandelier just swaying in the background. I mean, it was already swaying before, but that's still...
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
With a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us. That seems to be the end of it. Both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing a good job, but I can't help but swell with pride. Still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number to our Luxborn office and check. Even if she didn't ask for it, I will be very frustrated if, for some reason, something has already been decided without my or Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later... Why is your face getting red all of a sudden? Miss McCullough returns, looking a little frustrated, but with an apology clear on her face. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here.
Sure, but don't be here alone, because I already fucked up and I probably am screwed already. Just have someone with you at least.
I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me?
What am I, your fetcher? Fine, at least I'll get some fresh air outside of the house, thank goodness. Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of keys.
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double-check those papers.
Okay, got it.
The two of them disappeared behind the parlor's door. Okay. Their departure brings with it a stillness to keep me company, neither welcoming nor comforting. Alone like this, it's impossible not to think of what really happened. I wish the memory isn't as elusive as it normally is. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive any call from me. That is... no. Was it just paranoia? A temporary lapse after having heard all of those tales about this? No. No, you're not crazy. You literally witnessed a You're not crazy, Isabella. You literally witnessed something paranormal. Probably. I want to think of it as such. Better to think of it as such, so I can work in peace. Except a small part of my mind begs to differ. And if I am going to be completely honest with myself, I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. Same here. Same. I don't know what's in this house, and I don't want to know. We just saw a spirit, a very negative, very negative spirit. Because those legs that we saw were not positive at all. The keys Rose have just handed me dig into my palm. Its jagged edges creating shallow ridges on my skin from how hard I'm clutching it. It's a reminder of what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. Hugging my blazer closer to my body, I exit the house to get what Rose has asked of me. Just a few more hours, Isabella. Sell the house. Get the money. Whoa! Hell no. Hell no. A flock of people have already gathered in the mansion's front yard by the time we officially open the doors. I'm not sure whether I should feel baffled or underdressed standing in their presence. Men and women of wealth and status, all dressed to the nines in fancy suits and lovely dresses of varying colors, composed a medium-sized crowd. Their necks, arms, and fingers are adorned with silver and gold, glittering in the afternoon sun. Some even have ridiculously fancy feather hats on their heads. I really hope there aren't any magpies living nearby like in the stories. Those birds will have a field day in this. They are murmuring among themselves, looking at the estate's facade, appraising, with some arguing about whose mansion has the superior architecture. But most of it stops as Rose calls for their attention. They don't look too pleased at being ordered around, but what can they do about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Hearing this, a few wonder to me. They are mostly old ladies who seem daunted at the idea of climbing all those stairs. Nobody wants to walk up there with high heels. Miss McCullough also joins their group, but what really catches my eye is the elegant dressed pair she approaches.
It's so nice to finally meet you! When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you!
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Whoa. That's a very rich, elegant voice.
Oh, you know each other?
Uh-oh.
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
Ah, it must be the clients she was talking about. I might have seen their faces somewhere before. Some magazine or the television? I can't quite remember. But then again, most of our guests have likely ended up on the news one way or another. I won't be surprised if these two already have. Excuse me, I didn't mean to yawn like that. Sorry. For people who are popular, though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others. And in their simplicity, the couple stands out. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in the group, especially the men with wondering eyes. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind, though. And if I'm going to be a bit bolder with my assumptions, I'm assuming he's basking in the attention. Attention whores. Both of them, in fact. Oh, what? They're both the attention whores. Ugh. I think they are brother and sister if it wasn't for their public display of affection. Whoa now, let's not go in that territory. The matching rings on their fingers just cement the fact that they are indeed a couple. Oh, okay. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is we get this deal closed before the current owners can even think of canceling the listing. I just hope one of the people in my or Rose's group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. And so, with papers in hand, I lead the way. When they aren't whispering among themselves or going, ooh, ah, and ah, over one thing or another, they ask questions. From how the restoration process went to the plays of history, I answered them all. More than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture mostly. Give me one moment, I'm going to drink some water. Much better. All this speaking is making me thirsty. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about the urban legend. Yeah, let's not talk about that right now. We don't want to scare off our clients. That would suck. Not a good material for sales talk. Yeah, even if the entire population of Luxembourg knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty.
Even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope.
Ah, lovely lady.
Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde.
She's got big boobs.
The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I stopped talking, Her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
I like how they got her twirling her hair there.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Mr. Oh no, don't break a wall down this place. That's bad. That's bad voodoo. Have y'all not seen Poltergeist? If you mess anything with a haunted place, spirits will be pissed.
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
Oh yeah, I think it's fine. Let's not mess with this place.
It is splendid, Mom.
Okay.
But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
The rest of their conversation gets lost in the chatter of our companions. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. Sorry. I yawn talk there. Oh, please, please, please let these guys be the one. Eventually, our group reaches the kitchen. Ooh, I've not been here before. This is new. Hey, this kitchen looks pretty nice and fancy. There's also a trap door right there. Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put in restraining the room's classical appeal. The open hearth at the end of the room in particular looks amazing, like the ones that I've only seen in fairy tale books. And mad props to the cleaning crew. Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of their complaints about the soot and tar staining the bricks and how much of a pain in the arse cleaning this will be, they still managed to pull this off. Yeah, I probably would have gone insane. Or make it look presentable, at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
I don't know, you drunk bastard. Smiling self. This is the first time the guy in gray speaks up. Mr. Luke Wright. My memory supplies from the forms they signed earlier. His sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of the tour, only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time, something lights up in his eyes at the mention of the undercroft. What's so interesting about a basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. That's because in basements you can hide a lot of secretive shit down there. Like wine cellar, secret stuff. On Lucius, the basement had a satanic room, literally. Or you can have a scarier dungeon, a sex dungeon, or whatever down there. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I've always found it cute whenever I see children act that way, my younger siblings especially. On a grown man, it's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Well, goddamn, he's gonna be drunk as hell down there.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room.
Don't give me this Baphomet style pose, man. Come on.
It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
And this isn't big enough?
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
There's a contemplative expression on Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems really pleased. Sorry. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. His wife, however, seems really pleased that he has started to show interest, if only a little. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's minds work, but I sure as hell know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Score! I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of the tour goes by without a hitch. After more than half an hour, we're able to cover almost every room in the ground floor and are heading to the parlor. Funny, the first time BRC had us survey the property, I've kept complaining to Rose how big it is. Now I can't even bring myself to care, no matter how much my feet hurt. Your feet hurt? You probably were wearing heels. Maybe this is just my excitement over a possible sale. This is not good. No, come on. Hey, these two over here kind of look familiar. Kind of like the couple. When we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes over me. It starts off as small goosebumps on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Whispers in my ear and shadows dancing, lurking in the corner of my vision. Dark silhouettes that are gone when I turn to look. A chill settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break out in a cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have been requesting for a break anyway. If I could just...
Excuse me? Everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we've prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I'll let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. No! It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. I probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in silent prayer. Until a hand taps my shoulder!
Hello, you there?
Jesus Christ, man. Ma'am, right. Shit, I thought I was done for. Hello, you there? But she already said that. I don't need to say that. She said hello, you there already. I'm just so messed up in the head. I thought I was gonna die right here.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Hey, what are you implying?
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right?
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana.
Hana!
I just wanted to ask,
Ma'am,
how
Hana.
soon are we able to move in?
My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see... But we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion. A sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me from speaking any further and puts a hand on my shoulder. For the moment, with a tight smile, she looks as if she had tasted a particular sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem.
No. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
What? You know, not all old ladies fill up their houses with cats. Some young ladies will fill their whole mansion with cats. Have you ever heard of Taylor Swift?
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, Ma'am Hana. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
Woof, me too.
But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon.
Oh.
And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us.
Oh.
Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
Wow.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary. Or appropriate.
Yeah, appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves. What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I try not to wince with her nails digging into my shoulder. Girl, if you don't get your nails out of my shoulder... I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss McCullough, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug.
Yeah. I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that. Oh, she's going to be so pissed.
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Why me?
Isabella.
Yeah, Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
Oh, this girl is so blinded by my name. Isabella! Change the vowel. It's not that damn hard.
It's Isabella.
Yeah, Isabella. Not Isabelle. La, not Lee. La.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and...
Gosh, this woman's gonna drive me insane.
What's this?
Uh-oh. Oh, she think... Uh-oh. Does she know about this true history of this place? D-list horror prop. No! Did Isabella just slip in the cursed paper in there? Why? A look of confusion and disgust appears on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs in reply.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm sorry.
Isabella, why'd you do this? And besides, even if you want to do this, you gotta have 5 people. There's only 3 here.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Oh no, you said D-list horror. Oh, you just pissed off the ghostess by saying that.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month.
Hopefully it's not the museum at that one place I'm thinking of. Hopefully not the one from Velvet Buzzsaw.
You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
Why does her eyes look kind of weird round?
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, Mom. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
Yeah, chain letter.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
I know, most chain letters would be on the internet these days. Mostly Facebook or Twitter. It's my turn to be puzzled. Oh yeah, fake yourself being puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Are the papers I handed not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Ma'am Hannah's leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
You're just gonna give me the cursed paper back? Oh, I'm so dead. I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. Oh, I'm so dead. The sides crinkle in my hand and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
Girl, I am scared, okay? I am terrified. I didn't even notice when Rose's group joined us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say that no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place. Because I remember everything as clear as day. You remember now. This letter and those blood-soaked limbs in the attic. Oh, it's real.
The letter. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them that without even looking like I've gone mad? Oh my God. No, I don't want to show it to Rose, because if I do, I pass on the curse. Oh my God. What do I... branching warning. This feature shows the outline of your current chapter and has content that others might deem as spoilers. Do you want to proceed? No. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh my God, Rose. I'm so sorry. I blurted out before I could even think twice about what I was going to say. Mary Ann has gone lower. Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Rose, we need to get out of here. This place is cursed.
Oh no, I'm losing it. Rose casts a nervous glance at the people in the room. Most are still engaged in a conversation with their peers, but those curious enough to turn their heads into our group's direction have been given her trademark saleswoman smile. A tight expression is on her face when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
Bullshit. I saw what I saw.
And I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
You should have took a picture of what you saw, but then again, you probably would have been dead on the spot if you tried to use any technology to capture the moment. She gently reaches out to pluck the paper off of my hand. There is an eyelash stuck in my eye right now. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds it back neatly. Oh good, at least she didn't see it. Good.
Look, I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
Hospital? Send me to the insane asylum. Help me.
No, no! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort, a hand lands on both of our shoulders, pulling the two of us a distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion. Especially darling little Lily here.
My fucking name is Isabella. He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze, while an unscrutable smile spreads across his face.
It's Isabella, sir.
Yeah, my name is Isabella.
Of course. But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Yes, please get your hands off of me. Yeah, don't touch me. I will so turn you into the Me Too movement. I'll be like, hey, this man touched me! The pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as those... I'm joking about that. It's a political joke. I'm probably gonna go to hell for that, but oh well. The pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as those words leave my wife's lips. Oops. Whoops. Wow, I made my character sound like a lesbian. Whoops. As soon as those words leave his wife's lips, while the scowl on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. While the scowl on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. It is also impossible to miss the displeased frown on Miss McCullen's face. The realization that we might lose this sale because of my outburst instantly dawns on me. Oh no! Oh, I screwed up, didn't I? Well, that's it. Game over. That's been a letter. We didn't even get to the horror part. Game ends because I didn't sell the house. Rose will be beyond pissed.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Yeah, let me have some alone time, even though I might die. Bowing my head, I quickly muttered an apology and gathered my stuff to make a quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble, and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door where she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
No. I'm leaving. This place is scaring me. The apprehension must have... Oh my god, there's an eyelash in my eye. The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler. Eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips. Are you going to give me a hug? Please don't hug me because you're going to make me cry. Because that means that even though you were mad at me, you care about me deep down. Oh, stop. But this house is haunted though. We need to get out of here.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know.
I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day.
Well, that's true, but then the problem now is I'm still cursed. Well, wait, she doesn't know about that stuff, but I do.
And, look.
Oh, don't tell me you believe it too. She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of footage. Please don't look at the paper. It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nonetheless. Why would I take that back? No. Burn that paper. No, actually, no. Burning the paper might be a really bad idea. More as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can. Throw it away. Burn it. Burn the freaking paper. But I have this nagging feeling that one way or another it finds its way back to me regardless of what I do. Oh, it's one of those papers, yeah. Where you burn it, melt it, cut it up. It's still going to be back together. It's one of those paranormal curse things.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? this is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
That's because you didn't see what I saw, Rose. If you saw what I saw, then you probably would have been acting like the same way I am now. But then again, if you saw that stuff, me, I probably would have been like, oh, you might be crazy too. Or I don't know. I'll be forgiving and I'll be nice to you, but I still wouldn't believe you, you know. My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
Yeah, let's just sell a different house. Please.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
I can't when I'm cursed to hell. You want to take my spot? Yeah, no. She claps her hand together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. You don't understand what I'm going through, Rose. Look, I understand your stress, but I'm cursed here. Like, come on. Give me a bone for freaking sakes. Well, not literally, but still. And I do understand. To some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself, at the unlucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
I don't know about that.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
What's that on my email? Huh? Oh, it's a different receipt. Oh, it's something I bought earlier. I just realized what it is. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
A noob? You don't know what a noob means? You're not a gamer. At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning us strange looks from the guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happen. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
Yes. For now, yes. I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
This curse better not follow me everywhere. If it follows me, even when I leave the property and go to the city, I would freak the hell out. Then that is some truth or dare curse following you. That is not curse of the mansion only. That's bullcrap.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
Okay.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
Fine. She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies gathers some ways across from me and is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little more argument here, and occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. Asshole. It's a few hours early for what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Can I call while I'm still in the mansion? Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter. Personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
Oh my god.
Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm
What?
a cool dude, pretty fly for
Shit,
an
how
Asian
loud
guy.
is this thing even?
Sup, I'm Ash from
Are you
Deluxe
here, Ash?
City. Baggers, watch out,
A sharp ringing
can't
fills
beat
the
me.
entire
Looking
hall,
for trouble?
disrupting the
Better
pleasant
not
quiet that
lie.
settled.
I'm a cool
Soon
dude,
enough, heads begin to
pretty fly for an Asian guy.
turn and
Sup,
search.
I'm Ash from
I
Deluxe
can't focus
City.
with this damn.
Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for
Heads begin to
trouble?
turn in
Better
search
not
of the
lie.
source, mine
I'm
included.
a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
That rap is terrible.
Sup,
That's
I'm
funny
Ash
though.
from Deluxe
But you know what? I
City.
give it credit for being funny.
Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie.
My eyes
I'm
dart
a
around
cool
the small
dude,
crowd
pretty
before
fly for an
zeroing in
Asian
on
guy.
a lone figure,
Sup, I'm
crouched
Ash
behind
from
the same
Deluxe City.
group of old people
Baggers,
checking
watch
out the
can't
decks
beat
moments
me.
ago.
Looking for trouble? Better
He
not
is facing
lie.
away from me,
I'm a
fumbling
cool
with
dude,
something in his
pretty
hands.
fly for an Asian guy.
But I don't need to
Sup,
see his
I'm
face
Ash
to
from
know whose
Deluxe
back it
City.
is.
Baggers, watch out,
Oh, I
can't
recognize
beat
that
me.
dumb
Looking for
Paka
trouble?
anywhere.
Better not lie.
Dumb
I'm
Paka?
a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Hold up.
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe
Parka,
City.
a large windproof
Baggers,
jacket
watch
with a
out,
hood
can't
designed to be...
beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Oh, Parka,
Sup,
the
I'm Ash
jacket.
from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me.
Without
Looking
bothering
for
to end the
trouble?
call, I marched
Better
towards
not
him.
lie. I'm a cool dude.
After what happened
fly
today,
for an
I'm
Asian
really
guy.
not in the mood to deal with this.
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Can't
Of all the
beat me.
times to-
Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude.
Ashton Frey!
This is funny now. What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded. You should have recorded the freaking paranormal event. The hell's wrong with you?
Ah!
Ah! He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out of his grip. Me, my yelp would have been like this. Ah! That would have been my yelp. Or ah! Like that. It bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. Ash kind of looks like a very, 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 very young, possibly a very young Adam Lambert, maybe. I kind of feel sorry for the phone. Oh, but not him, though. And the floor. Oh, but not him, though. Shady. But it's not every day that you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. And a blush, possibly. He makes a face. And then in two quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He's blushing. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. Yeah. You blushing, boy? In another universe where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I find that adorable. Do you like Ash? Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collective deposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
Asshole.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash?
I could be looking to buy a house.
A mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm, like he has touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
That kind of does, to be honest.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it.
Oh. My bad.
And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown in his face, because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. What about the damn ghost he just saw? In fact, he's the last person on Earth I'll ever think about telling him to, if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he has helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural? He'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend, except maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you at every single chance he'll get. Asshole. What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. That is foreshadowing. Before it catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
Finally, getting out of this place. A rush of air greets me as soon as the main door opens. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background. Whispers calling me back, shadows beckoning. Oh, hell no. Help me. Help me. I don't look back. Don't look back. This curse better not follow me into the damn city. We spent the ride back to Luxborn City in a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles, or it's on a respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if the furtive glances he's been sending my way are signs, I know there are things he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I kept my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside, and the small hope that my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me from a small compartment on his side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
Lush. It's okay, dude. The glare I set him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear, he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flipped the half-forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
Energy bar. Cereal. Chocolate cereal. Yanks. Yanks. Huh.
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there.
Aw. How nice of you.
Have you eaten lunch yet?
That's a good question. I don't remember Isabella eating. That is my stomach rumbling. I don't even get a chance to deny it, because right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly, and an empty, gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there, I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling's new to me, though. If anything, it's just one of the things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years, growing up. Thanks, then I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from an acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to be able to sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job. Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
Ha!
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hell-bent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
Oof. He's not entirely wrong. That's why I said oof, because he's not wrong there. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't I? Yes, you did, madam.
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
That is the same exact answer I would have said. His answer is a small laugh. The kind that screams, "I'm right, I told you so." I hate it when he does that. Yeah, I hate when people do that too, because it makes me embarrassed as hell.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property.
Ooh, sassy.
So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Oh, too bad. Provided I didn't botch it with the rights. Ma'am Hannah, in particular, didn't look too pleased with what I did. I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Not really.
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa.
Oh!
Or is it the wardrobe this time?
Oh, that was one time. He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to the truth made my blood run cold and my own heart beat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and apprehension.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about.
I still got that damn cursed letter in my bag. What the hell am I doing with it?
No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry. Just stuff happened.
Give me a moment, I need some water. Much better.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients. The rights, was it?
I can't answer that. Ooh. Change the subject or lie to him. We're not gonna lie. Let's just change the subject.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours.
Oh, good. That gave out positivity for Ashton. Good.
That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is still better than outright lying to him. Exactly. Don't lie about it. Come on now. Especially after the fact that you're cursed and haunted, you're going to need some friends to help you out with this. Besides, it never works with him. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it, or because he's just really very good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance over me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Outside, the sun has already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow on the tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue for Zach's film. Checking the street signs outside, it appears Ash has taken the longer route. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with sending memes in a group chat. Memes are awesome.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Exactly. Who doesn't laugh at memes? Memes are great. Memes are like the best medicine to have besides laughter.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch to his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. It will only make his head bigger. Stupid Ash.
Alright. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
Ash, are you a detective? I'm curious. He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case he's been stuck working on. Stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Oh, maybe he is a detective. Although most of it are the trimmed down version, only things he could tell. He has always been careful about that. Even in the way he spins his answers to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they keep slipping out of your fingers? Yeah, that's just the worst. If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories never cease to be entertaining, regardless. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him. Oh. Well, no, not really. Mama would never allow that. But the idea is still there. Along with countless others I've let go. Time passes quickly between us in this manner, and before I know it, we are already at the movie house. Ooh. October 23rd, 2:48 p.m. Coming soon. I think this would be best if I save here. Yeah, I think it's good to save here. Alright guys, I have to end my video here. If you like this video, please give this video a like, comment on this video on how you games far, subscribe to see more game videos like these. Alright, this is the Gamer. Peace out. I'll definitely see you on the next episode of The Letter of Horror Visual Novel. Alright, bye everyone.